Hello, hello. How's everybody doing out there? Little YDBT Daily coming at you. That's right. Today, what we're going to talk about is because we've gotten really busy with the race season, we're going to probably have to remind some people what it takes to have an actual dyno session happen. The steps, meaning when you get a tune from Lund Racing, you're pretty much going to have to understand how we operate. It isn't up to us to understand how you operate. And again, that's not to come across as a bit of a dicky response, but there are a lot of small shops out there opening up and doing really well in terms of mechanical work. And sometimes they don't understand how Lund Racing necessarily operates. So what I'm going to do is a quick reminder of how we operate, how dyno sessions work, and how replies are sent, and maybe new emerging shops. And I have a suspicion that all of a sudden we're going to get a bunch of new customers because of recent, let's just say, recent events. Let's just keep it there because we know what's going on out there. So before we do that, obviously we always do it live.
Okay. We'll do it live.
Okay. Well,
no. We'll do it live. Fuck it. Do it live. I'll write it and we'll do it live. Fucking thing sucks.
And as always, I want to thank the sponsors that make it all possible and keep the disco ball rolling. Let me get these guys nice and big here. There we go. We got DNA High Performance, DNAHighPerformance.com. By the way, this guy Mike Wilson he literally won 2 hats. He won the Lund Racing hat you see right here, and the DNA High Performance hat. He was just super quick on the trigger, so he's not going to win shit for a long time. Ultimate Header, ultimateheader.com. Chris won the clamps the other day. Very nice. So thank you very much, Ultimate Header, for providing the clamps. Caliber Transmission, calibertransmission.com. He hit me up. He goes, Alex, did you put the trans in the car yet? I'm like, no, waiting on the motor. So trust me, Ben, I'll get everything in as soon as I can. 2 Auto Solution, Ryan that on 2 Auto Solution, one of the title sponsors of the program. Thank you for being a badass sponsor. PMAS, Nick James, PMAS, best cold airs on the planet, period. Alex, what cold air do you recommend? PMAS, that's it. Partsfarm.com has a bunch of GT500s. If you want 5.8, 5.4s, 5.2s, they got it all. And they have a repairable GT350 on the lot. And Don't My God Cookies, _LLC on Instagram, Don'tMyGodCookies.com on the internet if you want some of the best cookies around and get nice and fat, and everything will, pretty much work out in your favor. And I want to make a special announcement. A special announcement so that you guys, understand that the show keeps going. The show keeps going, absolutely. We have ourselves a brand new sponsor. That's right. We got Kong Performance. Kong Performance, Greg Kong out of Pennsylvania has now become a sponsor of the channel. So you will see the Kong Performance logo. That's right. Alex had his first LS Chevy. Actually, he's more like he ports stuff, but he obviously makes the 2650 for the LS9. He ports stuff for Chevy guys. He ports stuff for Dodge guys and gets paid, which is crazy to me. And I want to thank Greg for being a great sponsor of the show. He actually gave me a great hookup on the porting. You guys should see the port on the 2.3 liter blower that he sent me. We had a little conversation about potential sponsorships, and there it is. One of my ex-coworkers, one of the ex-coworkers that actually did well after leaving Lund Racing on good terms. He did excellent. Now has a badass supercharger porting service, makes cold airs. He's making billet tensioners. He's making, lids, bricks, you name it. The guy does it. Let's say hi to the people, and we'll get right to letting you know how Lund Racing operates with the dyno stuff. 2000 MCR, Home Solo, back Tacoma, Andrew, Gallo Bravo, Santos, S550, Coyote, Pito Chiquito, Douche did it. TJ Sikorsky, Turu Viate Racing woke up and he said he welded his cage. Oh my God. That he is that much closer to dying in the car. JD Swag, Second Shift Racing, Ignacio Boostin' IT or Boostin' It? Is it Boostin' IT or Boostin' It? D&G Brandon, thank you so much for telling your customer not to build a supercharged 120,000 mile Coyote. Thank you so much. More people should be like you, honest and straightforward. Matt, 2011T, Chris Y, Garage Build Coyote, Killa, Ken McAllister, 1 Slow 50, Ignacio Ramirez again, Michael Rodriguez says hello, Joaquin Velasquez, Clip Clop the Horse, Josue Sanchez, Mendoza's Coyote, Ken McAllister, Luther, Thunder Biscuit, Joaquin again, Alfredo Diaz, Jason, Abdullah, Al-Kahiri, 508 Josh, B Lightning, bring your wood screws, Vince Tijerina, Joaquin again, Venom Racing, Tony Trucker, TN, B Lavesh, Matt Oliver, Chase Delia, Garage Bill Coyote again, Bender, Austin Maynard, we got Bondo Bird missing the shifts all the way from California, Nate Ale Al-Hosani, where's Ale Al-Hosani's music?
Oh, Alex, I don't like that you have the racial undertone. I really dislike you talking about camels and...
He don't complain. He just rolls with it. Your boy Troy, Agent Orange, Tevin, Cars and Drums. Afraid Cars and Drums says, what do you think about supercharger options? Look like on the X650 with dual throttle bodies? No, they're just going to make it a single throttle body. They have access to the calibration. So Whipple is just going to make a round version of the throttle body on their Gen 6 supercharger, which I'm kind of blown away by. Why are they getting away from the Whipple 132? Is it a manufacturing thing? Is it a less likely to deflect on the mounting? It makes sense why do a 10 like a 102, 103, but it screams Harold Brock, Harold Brock supercharger style throttle body. King Kong in the house, is he? Yeah, he is in the house. Mike H72, Oliver Bryant, Anthony Ignacio, Yezer, Alan, Anthony, Low and Slow, Ernesto Fast, Hippo, any word on the X3100 supercharger? I don't know. That is not for me. That blower is 100% not for me. This Corvette is going to live at 750 to 800, maybe 850 tops, and I'm a happy cat. Okay, so let's say wow, this is looking a little ridiculous here with all the sponsor stuff. So let's put DNA. Let's make the main one a little smaller. Let's squeeze DNA in there, and let's get Kong in there, and let's make it a little more tucked. Actually, Kong's got to be a little bigger. He did me a huge solid. So, hey, I want to make sure that he gets a nice, good chunk of real estate here. Okay, so let's say you're a new guy that wants to work on cars. A lot of guys out there are starting their own business, and they're pretty good at wrenching. And I've seen a lot of guys, especially a guy today on Instagram that hit me up. We did his customer's F-150, and the thing rolls the hell out. The work is wonderful. I think he goes by the name of Justin. Let me see. Let me go to his Instagram. J Gray 757. He literally just builds trucks and cars, and we're able to get him tuned. So he's doing real good. So, and again, this is nothing on him. He was actually great. What a lot of shops are doing is, because they have a dyno, they're saying, well, I got a dyno in house. And then when you're in the middle of tuning it, they go, it's on the dyno. Okay. Now you have put pressure on your tuner to like pay more attention to you without you scheduling anything. Understand this. Let's say I have 77 guys in the system, and you decide to put your car on the dyno, and all 77 guys decide to reply at the same time. You're number 78. And then when I send you a revision, if those 77 guys reply before you, you're still number 78, meaning I have to go through the whole list, oldest to newest, before I get to you. Now, if we schedule it in advance, all those guys go to the back of the line, you get to the front of the line. If you say, Alex, I'd like to schedule a time slot between 9 a.m. and 11, I rented out a dyno or I have my own dyno, and I'd like for us to get instant revisions between those hours. If we have agreed upon time to make that happen, we can do that. We can go ahead and go, okay, here you go. We're starting at 9 o'clock. Bada bing, bada boom, R1, R2, R3 until we're done and you're gone. But what's happening is guys go, I have a dyno. It's on the dyno. So I go, okay, as long as the car can sit on the dyno for days, then go ahead, leave it on the dyno and I'll get to it when I get to it. So a lot of guys are like, well, what the hell? Did you get the log yet? Don't do that. Don't shove your car on the dyno. Say it's not a rush. Send a log. Then send another email saying, hey, I sent the log. Let's go. That's not how it works. If it was not scheduled, you are going to the back of the line. Yeah, don't ask me. I have no clue. Why did Whipple go from a 132, the best throttle body around, right? The Whipple 132 is arguably one of the better throttle bodies around. Why? It doesn't stick closed or open. No P2112s, no P2119s. And they went ahead and went round. I went, what the hell was that thought process about? Okay, cool story. Anyway, so back on the dyno stuff. If you have a dyno and you want revisions quickly, well, that's a lot of people think it's a hack. Well, let me just put it on the dyno and put pressure on my tuner to get it done. If you do that, you will have massive delays. The car is going to sit on the dyno for days. So do yourself a favor. If you're a new and up and coming shop, understand how Lund Racing operates. Number one, we work during work hours, meaning it could be somewhere between 7:30 and 5 that you can get tunes. Anytime in that window, you can get a tune revision. Eastern Standard Time. So if you're in California, you got to take into account the time difference, and in Texas, you got to take into account the time difference. If you don't, that's to your detriment. If you can only get on the dyno after hours, well, you're going to have to potentially schedule something after hours and pay more money, or log it and wait a day. But this weird thing that happened to me today, 4 guys decided to put their cars on the dyno. 4 guys sent me multiple emails. Not all of them were like, hey, what the fuck? Most of them were pretty darn good. But you could tell there was a bit of like, hey, let's go. Typically, I don't like more than 1 dyno session a day. Maybe 2, like 9 to 11 and 12 and 2 to 4. Because now all the other guys that I've been tuning in, customers that take a day off or customers that can only log at lunchtime during work, now they're going to be delayed because I allocated 2 slots in one day for dyno stuff. Now, if that's all I do for work, great. But that's not all I do for work. I take care of 70, 60, 40 guys. So does Brandon, so does Dakota, so does Junior. So if you want faster revisions, please allocate time way ahead of time. Let us know a week ahead of time. Hey, car's done. Let's schedule a slot for tuning. By the way, here are the idle slow revs. By the way, here's the cruise logs. Everything is driving phenomenal. All we need the dyno for is watt stuff. And again, that's all the dyno's good for. We're not dialing in torque tables. We're not dialing in things from super duper scratch. What we're doing is we're going watt. It's a stationary street, so you don't get in trouble out there doing Mexico shit. So that's all. Nothing crazy. I didn't want to go out there and start like making it seem like it's a negative. I really love the fact that we have so much business. I am happy about it, but it's also super stressful when people don't necessarily understand the program. They think that it is instant. By the way, if you have issues with your device, let's say you have, well, let's be honest. HP Tuners is mostly the only thing we fuck with because the Lund Racing N-Gage is not supported anymore, meaning we have no way of updating the software. We have no way of updating anything. N-Gage is dead. If you have one and it's working, vaya con Dios. But if you have an issue with your device, it is not us. It is the manufacturer of the device. If you have an issue with a website that's supposed to interface with the device, you got to get with them. So a lot of the tickets are, hey, by the way, my device doesn't interface with my phone. Not my problem. My job is to export a tune to that device serial number. That's it. Above and beyond that, if you have issues with that device, you hit up the device manufacturer and then you and them can work that out. Because at the end of the day, all we do is export a tune. We don't support it in terms of troubleshooting. The company does. So just wanted to give you guys a quick reminder of how things work in that situation. Anthony Press says, how's that not the expectation? I've done business like that since 2012 when I was driving BMWs. You got to understand, a lot of people don't know. A lot of people are new to the game. They wonder how it is. A lot of people were getting tuned somewhere else. Then they come over to Lund. And it is not like you're not getting tunes at 3 a.m. You're not getting tunes at 12 a.m. You're not getting tunes at 9 at night. You are getting tunes 7:30 to 5 p.m. This is a business. So that's the way Lund Racing operates. So if you were used to buddy support, if you were used to Instagram support, Facebook support, any support outside of the ticket system, When you get over to Lund, it is in the ticket system only, and any other way of getting a hold of me will be simply ignored. If I get a friend request from a guy I just sent a tune to on Facebook or Instagram, it is an instant block. Not because I dislike you, it's because I want to make sure there's a very clear separation between my personal account and life and professional. My Facebook is not Lund Racing Alex Flores. My Facebook is Alejandro Flores. That's it. It is not hit me up here because you got a tune issue. No, when you want it. You know how I want you to hit me up on Facebook? If you got a funny meme, if you're a girl that wants some of this dick, like I don't want anything above and beyond that on Facebook or Instagram. If you got a funny meme, you want to show me some article or something you think is interesting, cool, if we're friends. But if you're a customer/tuner relationship, that's where it ends. We're not boys. We're not hanging out. We're not going to stand up the joint. Don't ask me. I have no clue. Says, I already got that. Thanks for taking care of my 10-speed this week. Says Tevin Z. Have any of your customers had advanced track issues? Yes. Code pops up every now and then goes away. Yes, Jimbo Slice. Gen 3. And by the way, I want to remind everybody that Gen 2 is still the king. Gen 2 is still the king. Demonology re-upped his bicho level membership. Thank you very much, Demonology. His car is rolling out. But you know what? You can still catch this gap with a stick. I don't think I can. The GT500 take care of no problem with it 400, but I don't think it'll do it with a stick because I'm not looking to go deep eights. If it goes 890, I'd be thrilled. But yeah, thank you very much, Demonology, for showing up. Your car seems to be rolling out. Bailey seems to be doing you right. Good for you, brother. Good to see him on here. So anyway, is Lund getting a new tuner? Absolutely fucking not. Actually, you know what? I don't know. Let them answer. But if you're asking Alejandro Flores, not just no, fuck no. Not just no, fuck no. But if Lund Racing wants to say, hey, we could use another one, okay, then that's up to them. That's up to them. But no, in my Alejandro Flores' channel, based on what Alejandro Flores knows, absolutely no. How does your credit card expire, bro? How does your credit card expire? By the way, Demonology, I got to ask you a question because you're a African-American gentleman. Do you get mad when I start playing this and talking about sideshows and shit? Do you be like, oh man, that's fucked up. You can't be here. You don't care if I play them guts talking about Pookie stealing a Challenger because you know it happens. But apparently a couple of people got butthurt because I'm saying, bro, you can't buy a Challenger and not have a garage. That shit's going to get stole. Do you know what I'm saying? Midnight took care of Demonology? Okay. I don't know what that means. So wait, if I have a working N-Gauge, you can't do revisions on new tunes with me? Yes. Oh my Lord. Oh my Lord. Again, guys, you don't understand. We can tune the N-Gauge if it works. If it needs an update or anything, the company that supports it has been out of business for 2 years. I want to buy a Gen 2 Yodi and again, back on track. So Gen 2 Coyote is still king. And if you have, Midnight will get his, oh Jesus. Every single time a Gen 3 has cam reversion issues or phasing issues, I say the same thing. I go, there you go, thank you. See? Demonology. Saying, bro, you always speak the truth. If I'm talking about Hellcats and track halts, they got Timmy on the and I'm talking about how you best be sure that your car is either in a garage because Pookie finna steal it to slide on the ops.
Quarter brick, half a brick, whole brick, hey. Quarter pound, half a pound, whole pound.
Okay, shit. Getting me amped up on a Thursday. Can we affirm our membership? I think you can. Credit cards have expiration dates. Can you do a flex fuel on a 21 F-150, 2150 yet? No. Anyway, so Evan Smith, certified performance, had a customer's Gen 3 car and it had camera version issues. Now, I tell people that when you go boosted, you got to go 550 oil. And even more, it's even more of an issue on Gen 3s because they're so sensitive to the phasing. If you look at a phaser of a Gen 3, one has like a coil spring in it, like an old clock. Dude, if you're running 520 or 1030 in your car and it's supercharged and you are slamming the car with boost, it's going to start hating life and the cams are going to go, no. You know what doesn't? Gen 2. Gen 2 just works. Gen 2, you turn that bitch on. Chicka, chicka. Wow. Woo. Here's 20 PSI. Bam. Here's 1,000 horsepower. Suck my asshole. They don't care what's happening. It could misfire. It could valve float. It could be like blah, 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 and it makes 1,000. The Gen 3, if you have 3,001 miles on your current oil change, that motherfucker will shut off at a light on diesel. Oh, I guess I need an oil change. They're that sensitive to phasing, and you lose phasing on the cams on Gen 3. Yes, Gen 3 makes more power NA. Yes, the 10R80 is pretty good up to a certain power number. But once we're talking 850, 900 and up, Gen 2 is daddy. Gen 2 is daddy. There is no other Mustang you want to buy if you want to make big power than 6R80 or stick Gen 2 Mustangs. I guarantee those guys are going to definitely go up in value. The Gen 3s are fine. And people are asking me, why don't you guys do 2150 like you do 18 to 20? Access to the whole calibration. You got to understand, guys. This is the beginning of the end of having 100% access to everything. Do you know how much you got to do to an F-150 in order to flash it nowadays? You got to open the hood or send something out and send something back, and you got to have this device that looks like what Emmett Brown put together at the Hill Valley Clock Tower. Remember those things that he put together so that the DeLorean could hit the hook up against the wire to generate 1.21 gigawatts of electricity to fire up the flux capacitor to go back to 1985? So that plug that Emmett Brown had, that's the motherfucker you need to flash the shit in your 21 F-150. Whoa, we have gone into the future. Literally, it looks like a 3-phase 440 volt bitch ass. I'm like, what is happening? So we don't have the access to the calibration like we want. 18 to 20, I'm sorry, 11 to 20. We have everything. Everything. So much that we make sure motherfuckers don't get that file, because all of a sudden you're going to start seeing saucy ass 18 to 20s running, shifting like at 9200, 10R80, crispy as fuck. And no one did that for 2 or 3 years except Lund, and all of a sudden these guys are doing it. Why do you think they do it? Some Russian hacker got in there. Get the fuck out of here with your bullshit. Who's going to send the 10R80 mascot 20 revisions a week now that the tune maker is gone? Possible dumb question, Alex. In your experience, did the ESS G3X from your white car whip up quicker than the Vortec? Absolutely, Devin Marth. If you look at the dyno, it made more torque at a lower RPM. Make a dinner, bitch. I'll catch a replay tomorrow. Bryson, wait, that's true. I had a customer today get $7,000 security system for his garage to protect his Hellcat. No, you're good. No, bro, you're good. You don't need to worry about it, because there's no way that if you live in a neighborhood that has a lot of Family Dollars or Dollar Trees, which I do, because I'm outside. You guys think that I live in a really nice area. Guys, Florida's expensive to live in. So of course I got to live by, the laundromat. You know what I'm saying? So I'm outside. So saying this is just like Biggie Smalls. He's like, man, if I'm in the hood, I rap about what I see in the hood. Killings and this and this and that. Do you know what I am saying? I'm just speaking about what I see outside. Stop it with that bullshit. Racial undertone shit. Get the fuck out of here. It's easier to steal a Hellcat than flash a 21 F-150. Bro. Hey, Alex, honestly, what can you bring for tuning besides amazing customer service? I've been thinking about switching tuners since mine left his company. Okay, by the way, There is no competition in Lund Racing. Love you. There is no op to Lund Racing. Love you. There's just others. Now, that's what we bring, Incognito. Above and beyond. Great customer service from 7:30 to 5 p.m. Don't you dare hit me up on Instagram, Facebook, those 3 a.m. revisions, those 10 a.m. revisions, those 9 p.m. revisions, those 6 p.m. revisions. They're a thing of the past, buddy. If you wanted to make friends with your tuners, this ain't it. You should see if he's tuning on the side. Do whatever. If you want the best calibrations on the planet, period, and you have to be on our program, we don't have to be on yours. Again, we do that to help you because you don't know anything. No offense. A lot of people think they do because they built it or this or that, or I heard on the forums. I've done my research. All the research you've done, and if you ever got tuned by a competitor, you're starting from scratch with us. You're starting from zero, from scratch, period. That's just how it is. What else do you bring to the table? What do you want me to say? Well, I juggle. Well, what else do I bring to the table that your tuner did? I juggle. The fuck do you want me to say? Better tuning. Oh, I'll give you foot rubs. Get out of here. What do you bring to the table? Stop it. Popeye's nail salons and massage parlors. Bro, stop it with that. Where is it, man? Come on, man. Massage parlors, nail salons, laundromats, Hellcats. Let's go.
Baby daddy free. That mean I ain't got
Racial
a baby
undertones.
coming out of me. So I'm ABORT.
I can't even spell.
On my way to the clinic. I forgot the plan B.
Come on, stop it. Stop it. I had my tuner sign my engine cover. We're not the same. Brandon got my Gen 2 moving out. Manuel Amador. Yo, Alex. Aussie here. Hello. I'm 2 weeks away from taking delivery of my 23 Raptor. It's not a regular F-150.
Ain't no regular F-150. This a fucking Raptor.
Shit. With the 3-liter EcoBoost.
Ain't no regular F-150. This a fucking Raptor.
Oh, man. Similar to new Broncos.
Ain't no regular F-150. This a fucking Raptor.
Have the EcoBoost got anything good for them? And also made it to the 10R60.
Ain't no regular F-150. This a fucking Raptor.
Hey, mate. Trade that shit in. Well, blimey. Trade that shit
Ain't no regular
in.
F-150. This a fucking
Because
Raptor.
I'm not impressed by not one motherfucker.
Not one motherfucker.
Not one motherfucker.
Not one motherfucker.
Love you. Thank you, Alex. Just to know where to go to have YouTubers like Matt saying Tricky does better things than Lund, just don't know who to trust. Okay, Matt, I love. Matt, I love. If he says Tricky's better and you believe Matt, go to Tricky. I mean, I'm not going to come here and go, oh, no, man. Look, go spend $800 at Op's place, spend another $800 at Trick, spend everything you want, and you're going to be $2,500 in before you land on a tuner. Go ahead. You know how many people have done that? You know how many people have gone through 3 or 4 different tuners and then they get their first Lund tune and they go, oh my God, I wasted so much fucking money. Oh, and by the way, we could tune it all. Everything. From EcoBoost 11 to 14 F-150. And let's say you want to grow with your car. And let's say you're real fucking stupid. And you do this. You go NA full bolt on all that bullshit. Then you go ESS. Then you don't want to go ESS and you want to go Whipple. And then you don't want to go Whipple. You want to go Candy Bell. And then you don't want to go Candy Bell. We can tune it all. Not just an NA combo. Not just a basic Whipple combo. We tune it all. Custom cams, got you. Custom phasing, got you. 4R200. Nobody else can tune but Lund. Like nobody. Like they try. And you see the tunes and you're like, oh my God, this guy was literally taking guesses. Stop it. Tristan, look, I got to come correct with this guy.
Ain't no regular F-150. This a fucking Raptor.
Look. Okay. In all actuality, because you probably came here for like actual information, The 23, I don't even know if it's tunable. I don't even know if it's tunable.
Ain't no regular F-150, this a fucking Raptor.
So you might have to stick 5 devices up your asshole and blow the pipe just to flash a tune on the thing. Why are people buying things that aren't even tunable yet? I don't understand it. Tune it all. Flex. Alex, you need to offer Incognito Films the Best Buy gift card in an over-the-pants hand. Alex, let me ask you a question. What will make me go to you over Tricky and Palm Beach Dyno? Wait. Where is it? How is it? Wait. Ah, shit! Look at this! Whoa! Fuck. He wants you to be like, well, let's take a seat. Well, first of all, we're going to offer a select. Man, stop it. Lund Racing, I can say with a straight face, we probably hold all the records except like the super duper micro records. You can grow with us. You're going to get pretty fast revisions. How many times have you waited 2 weeks for a revision? How many times have you waited 2 weeks for a revision? With Lund, if you're waiting 2 weeks for a revision, somebody's getting fired. Right? Huh? You get parlor tricks with me. I love to watch driving 4 Answers and Vizio Racer to learn about different types of engines and cars. I think Aussies only get the Ranger Raptor. Traded my Kangaroo for this truck. Turbiate, I'd rather have an EcoBoost over that 3A. Nobody's right. Currently not tuned, and he's gone. I got it. Currently not tuned by Lund. My tunes are anything but crisp. I caught it before you deleted it. Don't you like when the dudes on social media try to be the secret on the combos but post their mod lists in the comment as sponsors? Alex, what do you bring to the table besides this ain't no regular F-150?
Ain't no regular F-150, this a fucking Raptor.
Look, if you want anything above and beyond tuning, don't go to Lund. Don't go to Lund. If you want a friend, if you want us to hang out, if you want us to like see each other at the track and dock dicks, that's probably not going to happen. So look, if you want the best tuning around, all I can say is come to Lund. If you want to sample everybody else, that is your right too. It is your money. Speaking of 2023, Shmee 150 just put down a due dark horse. Still don't understand why, because Shmee doesn't know anything about Mustangs. Shmee is a online influencer style guy who goes, hello, I've got me a GT500. And did you see him running at the Nürburgring ring? That thing was losing traction on the shifts, and I'm like, yeah, no, I'm good. The guy he's a car enthusiast. He is not an expert. So he'll learn a little bit about a car, talk to you about it, show you this is what I got. He's not going to tell you about the tuning. He's not going to tell you the DCT fucking sucks. He's not going to tell you anything like that. He's going to tell you, oh my God, this is the best car ever. And Ford is going to have him to the events and go, oh, Shmee, you have a big following. Say something positive about our Mustangs. Bro, stop it. I don't know why he's buying a dark horse when a 2020 GT with simple bolt-ons will donkey stomp the ever-living shit out of an untunable dark horse. If it is able to be tuned, then we'll see. But until then, I would rather have something that I can go 8s in it tonight. Yo, Alex, another Aussie here. Just like to say thanks for your videos and info, man. It led me into I just brought my 20. Wow. So Timbuktu Landscape says, fuck, it led me into I just brought my first Mustang 17 Gen 2, 17,000 kilometers. How many kangaroo pouches is that in miles? I don't know. In magnetic, needs boost. Hit up MFP Australia. They're not far from you, are they? Actually, I'm sure they are because it's a massive continent. Will my existing MPVI 2 work with Lund if I make the switch? I don't know shit about the MPVI anything. I just know this. If you're going to run stuff through the TDN network, I think it has to be an RTD plus, right? I don't know that we don't send HPT files. We do not send you HPT files to your MPVI. We send you RTD files or TDN files for the awesome, great, never broken application. His specialty is supercars. Other than that, he's just a car enthusiast, buying anything new just because. Exactly. And he seems like a really nice guy. That juggling got me rolling. What all would you run in my Lund tune? Mamba, what? What do you bring to the table in order for me to go with you over Tricky? Bro, I love you. If you don't want the best tuning around, just say so. It's all good. You're telling me Dakota isn't my boy, but he added me on Facebook? Shmi is definitely going to become a Ford ball washer. Europeans don't mod their cars. I don't even think they really can mod their cars. They cannot. In England, they have noise restrictions, and even in the Nürburgring, they have noise restrictions for those cars. And the GT500 was too loud for certain sections, so you see them slow down in the video and not go watt because it would go above the noise restriction. I think I saw Turvey at Bear Jackson Palm Beach tonight. Actually, couldn't wait for Meekum. From what I heard, Italy is tight on modding cars. Shut up, bro. Is Sarah going to get a Bud Light sponsorship? Look, I have no issue with Sarah in tune, okay? No issue. She is a car person. So I have no issue. I'm not going to sit here and start making fun. Now, that Mulvaney person, they're fucking weird. They're absolutely weird. Cordry is the epitome of guy who commits to the NA phase too hard. Now, is that the guy that took his front end off on Instagram and he's like, you know, he's playing like I'm on a New Level by ASAP Ferg, and he's like I don't want to get copyrighted, so I'm trying to like just play like a second or two. But like, is he playing this song and like panning the front of the car? And he no hood, no bumper, let's go! Woo! Get the fuck out of here. Get out of here with that bullshit, man. Fuck out of here. Put an ESS in it, put the interior back in it, and it's a second and a half faster. It's crazy shit. Can you tune 21 GT500s? Yes, we do. Fox Buddy John, what track are you going to take the Fox Buddy? I can see you really like that car. It's going to probably be Orlando Speed World. I'm looking for current, because it's 2 hours from me. Bradenton is 3 hours from me. So I'd like to take the Fox to the track at Orlando at a rental. I am not going to go on fucking four-wheeler night where the Puerto Ricans are there doing burnouts while one guy holds up the tire and gets burnout in his face. I ain't doing that shit. I want to go on a rental on the drag radials, see what it runs. I'm going to try to slip the clutch a little bit, learn it, and see if it needs a bias ply later on. But I'd like to take it as is to see how it runs. I think I can get a low 11 out of it or a high 10. It is quick. 643 Soldier says, I have a Gen 2 boosted stock motor. What's the highest PSI I can go without being worried? Well, stock, you could probably do 10 PSI if you stuff bananas in the tailpipe. Boost is a measure of restriction. So I can't tell you what boost to use or what's safe. Now, if you were to say twin turbo, right? Let's say an Aldo kit or an On3 kit, depending on the size of the turbos, 15 PSI could make probably 850, 900, maybe more. So a VMP Gen 3 with a 79 millimeter pulley will probably make 16 pounds of boost in an 11-to-1 compression car. So that's probably getting close to blowing it up. So it's all about what power adder, and you know, it's not just just 30 PSI and it's gonna blow up. No, that's just not the right way to do it. You have to be kind of specific. From what I heard, Italy, oh my God. I literally said that with Turaviate. He's trying to talk about anything. It was too easy not to. Sorry, Sarah. Stop it. Yeah, that's him. Check IG. I'm good. Because look, I've seen some of his stuff and he's obviously not all there. And he probably right now is in like, what am I going to do? Because homeboy left. Like, it was kind of funny that if you guys paid attention, last year, April Fools, they put up a post that he left. And then a year and 12 days later, he actually leaves. Crazy. There's that Beverly Hills Cop reference again. Right. Weld your exhaust shut. Get all the boost. People are quick to forget the Maverick was made for the Dylands of the world. Someone in the chat, buy my bike before I use it to kiss a tree at 150. He's selling a Honda something or other for 7K. 63 Soldier says, I have a Vortec V3 SI. So a 3.3 pulley, you'll be able to make 800 horsepower if it actually makes 13, 14, actually 14 or 15 pounds of boost. Any Gen 2 Coyote, I would try to stay under 900 rear wheel horsepower through a manual. Through an auto, 850 or 875. Because that's like effectively 925, 940 at the engine. Now, if I was to build the Gen 2, I would do twin turbo, built trans, axles, fuel system, run 8s with about 900 horsepower, and then back it down when I'm cruising the streets, because I think that's a perfect way of getting into the 8s as cheap as possible in a modern platform. You can't do that with a Camaro without camming it up and getting it light and doing a whole bunch of port work, whereas a Mustang Gen 2, you can buy for 25, your fuel system, boost, and axles away from potential 8s. Incognito says, Alex, it's really $700 for a tune on an FBO camp car, or am I doing this wrong on the site? Look. So the tune's $300, right? The E85 is an extra $200, $250, and then the cam is an extra $250, right? So, yes. And if it's too expensive, by all means, you have plenty of options out there that can probably get you tuned a lot cheaper. I'm not in the business of cutting prices or giving anyone deals to come over, because number one, that's not what we do. We literally don't have even that pricing structure to be able to give you a discount. This is the problem, Incognito. You're going to spend the amount you already spent. You're going to try someone else. And if and when you try us, you're going to go, fuck, I should have just spent it the first time and been happy. But that's okay. Why doesn't anyone like Terminators? Like the body of it. What's wrong with the motor? The motors, there's nothing wrong with it. It's the owners. They're usually leftover Gen Xers or early millennials. And they watched Baywatch. They have barbed wire tattoos. They are like slightly older than Fox Body guys, maybe 35 to 39. They're like that weird in-between generation before woke crazy stuff and just after Gen X, just kind of like lost in it. Like they were eating Tide Pods and stuff. So I don't know. I mean, at the end of the day, the Terminator Cobra is a decent vehicle to build on, but the fact that the owners are so gay makes it undesirable, just like S550 is now. Just like, yeah, no fear shirts, exactly. Monster energy drink stickers. Like Ken Block fans. Oh, rest in peace. Ken Block fans. Those people own Terminators. Those people think it's like the baddest motherfucker around, and they think there's going to be this big resurgence of Cobra fandom. It's not. It's over. Like the Fox, believe it or not, I think the Fox body is more popular than the Terminator, and it'll overtake the Terminator in popularity, and it's already creeping up on being more expensive than the Terminator because it's just more sought after. I'm trying to find it. I'm literally trying to find it. You know which one I'm trying to find. Stop it. Boy, I have too many. I'm literally trying to find It's Over, Johnny. It's over. And I can't find Danger Zone, Man Screaming. Nothing is over. There you go.
It's over,
It's
Johnny.
over.
It's over. Nothing is over. Nothing. You just don't turn it off.
And this is true. Terminator owners, like, they were all in on Snake bullshit. Like, Terminator owners started the Snake bullshit. Snake bit. Venom. King Cobra. Like, you guys started that hissing bullshit. You guys started that. GT500 owners, GT500, whatever, you know. 93 Cobra owners, they didn't do that bullshit. But the moment, snake this, snake that. Like everything was a snake fucking theme. Well, Alex, the name is Cobra. It's a Mustang Cobra. No, Alex, it's definitely not a Mustang Cobra. It was just a Cobra. Really? Well, when the fenders from a fucking V6 fit it, yes, it's a Mustang. I'll never own another Terminator. My GT350 Mach 1 are light years ahead of my Terminator. Rattled my teeth out while driving it. Jamie Easton says Terminators were cool until 2011. End of discussion. Would you rather swap a 3-valve or a Fox body? Not just for racing purposes, just overall. Well, the chassis, the S197 chassis is superior. It's superior than a Fox body in every way. Rigidity, just refinement. But in terms of what is desirable, Fox body all day. But the smart thing to swap is a S197 for sure. Turvey, I have to admire your ability to dream. No matter how unrealistic, if you put out that energy to something useful, you might actually do something. We all think that Turvey's optimism, if we had Turvey's optimism with some people are super talented, but they don't have the optimism. You know, some people are super talented and they don't have the will, the drive to come through with it. Turvey has nothing but optimism, zero talent, like negative talent. But you got to admire him for just not caring and just keep going forward. Wait until he sits down on that cage and he has an actual harness attached to that cage and he hits the first time he hits the brake going around the corner. The cage is going to come right off the bitch from the welds. Can the stock 630 transmission hold up to 750, 850 safely? No. If not, what would you recommend, Alex? Neffi Avalos, as always, a billet front planetary, billet one-way, clutches, center support, forward shaft, a full rebuild. A $4,000 to $5,000 upgrade. The stock one, 650, 700, and depending on how hard it's shifting and how heavy the car is, it can blow up. Fox all day. Fast Hippo ZL1. Terminators do look good, though can't lie. No, they don't. It looks like a regular ass SN. When are you going to sell a few rides and buy that bucket list car, Viper? I have a ZR1. I'm pretty happy with that right now. The GT500, if I sell it, it'll be for a down payment for a house. And if I buy another vehicle after the house, it'll be a V3. The Viper is almost $200,000 at this point, or high 100s. It's almost out of reach. Don't care. Okay. Excuse me, sir. I watched Thundercats. I don't know what he's talking about. I don't know. It might be a reference that I don't know because he's a lot younger than I am, second shift racing. So I don't know what he's talking about. Turvey, are you up to date on your tetanus shots? Oh my Lord, stop it. So SKJF, money for Terminator's purchase, right? Look, I would love to buy a Terminator and just shit on it. Just shit on it. Oh my God. You know how many people would lose their mind? Like lose their mind, especially Cobros. All I have to do is talk truth about it. All I have to do is talk truth about it. Bone stock Terminators get donkey stomped by bone stock Coyotes. A 60-0 test, a Ford Escort is probably better at braking 60-0 than a Terminator. Terminators aren't that special. The motor is special. The trans needs a 26 spline input shaft to be anything decent, because I think it comes with 10 spline stock. The rear end needs, I don't know, about a $10,000 worth of Maximum Motorsport stuff for it not to rattle your teeth apart. Like, guys, it's just an okay car for the time. Yes, the Terminator was very good for the time. But the moment 05 Mustangs were introduced, in terms of the chassis, and the second Coyotes came out, Cobras were irrelevant because you were a 2.9 liter Whipple kit away from destroying similarly modified Cobras. Stop it. Please, get some help. Wait. Hold on. He's about to talk. Hold on. Where is it?
My next step after I get the new front wheels is to piece together a 15-inch Willwood front kit and start making brake ducts.
Don't you have to go fast to actually have enough wind go through the brake ducts? Don't you have to get them hot to need cooling? Like, don't you need horsepower to actually get the brakes hot enough to stop the car from a fast acceleration to warrant cooling? No, it's second shift racing gets it. He knows I love him. Okay, I actually like the Willwoods on the S95. Are the only downfalls of the RTD Plus the no crank relearn and must need an internet connection? If you think those are the only downfalls, yes. The RTD Plus being used with TDN. You need an internet connection. But guys, if you have a laptop, you can load and log the tunes with a laptop. And do I prefer that? Abso-freaking-lutely. If you have the option of a TDN app or a laptop, all day, every day, you can actually look at your own logs through a laptop. Can't do it with a TDN network. You just send me the log and or you tell me the log was uploaded. I go to the folder and only I have access to that log. So if you're going to ask me what's the best thing to flash and log with any HP Tuners product, it's the laptop by far. Like it's not even close. I still don't get why he's caging a 14-second car. Ford only supercharged the Cobra because the SVT Focus was faster on the road course. I still love him though, says Bondo Bird. Bro doesn't even know how brake bias works. Just coming through to give a like, catch replay in the morning. Car needs to start and roll first. Turby, go eat your damn pepperoni. Hot Pocket, Cobras with Kenny Bell Blowers or Pete Karen. Absolutely. Cobras, if Instagram was invented when Cobra owners started to mod their car, all you would hear is wine after wine after wine after wine. That's all you would hear. And you would hear this all day. All day. Whoa, that sounds so sick. Man, that sounds so sick. Whoa, what's that smell? Oh, there goes your bottom end, son. Bro, you telling me this guy's still building that car? Yes. Any recommendation for that tire? The tire that can handle 800 on the street? Stock wheels, 20x9. Shit, you better step your wheel game up. Because not much handles that much on the street except an ET Street SS. My NT05R started to spin at about 750. So, and those are 20-inch NT555R2s or whatever the hell it was called. I still put in public, says Cooters Performance Garage. Wow, interesting. Oh my God, stop it. I got to stop with Turvey. He bogs the show down so hard, like hardcore. Funniest part other than the input shaft when I had my Cobra was the fact that the SVT Focus pumps were an upgrade. Listen, the SVT Focus pumps were an upgrade to the Cobra according to Omega 47. I don't know this because I am a straight male. I never considered a Cobra. Ordered a Holly High-Rise. Any thoughts on them? Yep. It's going to tune just like a Cobra Jet, a Holly Sniper, or any freaking intake that looks like it. Nothing special. If Cobra owners were around when IG started, it would be flooded with pictures of barbed wire tattoos. At least my Terminator still holds its value. That was interesting. That was one of those OG moments where, well, at least and he said it like literally as a flex. At least by that logic, my notchback holds its value. Doubles, triples its value. Oh boy, he brought up the V6 again. Oh, stop it. The limiter is NA Coyote guys in the limiter is NA Coyote guys in the water box. I hope Turvey's car doesn't end up in only rears. Timbuktu Landscapes says, hello, mate. Custom mid-mount single turbo. That just sounds crazy to me. Do you think it could be possible to fit a G42 1200 or similar? Well, you know what, Timbuktu Landscapes? I think an Elemental P600 with a double Kahootner valve and a from Lablicator would be better served when you have the Marsal vanes stuck in the up pipe. You think I could fit a J42 1200? What the fuck are you talking about? Oh, you don't know what a J42 is? The Utes have them down here. All the Utes have them. The Utes? I was 19 and it was 2009. At least I can claim I didn't know any better. Best thing I ever did in my L3 Corpo was get rid of that damn IRS. Solid Axle. Solid Axle swap saved me from selling it less than a year. Let me just pin that message because that's very good. Solid Axle swap. Sheesh. My 65 Mustang holds My 65 Mustang holds its value. Retail 65 was $2,000. Boy. Yeah, it'll fit. A Gallo 29 will Johnny boy. Yeah, it'll fit. What up, Alex? Just got off work and just made it in, Nathan. Two Utes like to play skin flutes. So what gear you peg the ZR1 now and not spin? So what gear can you peg the ZR1 in? The top of first is fine, dude. It hooks. Second gear, there is no spin. So I need to make more power and wait till I show you what Kong Performance sent me. Guys, I'm going to do a video but I got to take the old blower off first. I'm going to start working on it this weekend. It's in the garage. I'm going to show you what they sent me. My God, I can't wait to get everything on the car. I had a Lightning back in the 2002. It was cool back then. Johnny Lightning was the tuner back then. I shot the rods out real fast. You know, Johnny Lightning still thinks he's relevant by racing a, what is that? Like a 5.8 billet 500 liter Kenny Bell on his shit. Like, he's still on that shit. Oh, Johnny Lightning. Oh, here we go. What are you running? 7.5 liter Kenny Bell on a... It's like, get out of my face with that shit. R88s are so good. Best all-around performance tire. G42 is like a $3,000 turbo. Just buy a prefab kit. No, I want to make it my own. Like, I love people that make their own kit and then get gapped by an ESS car or a Whipple car or a Hellion twin turbo car, something off the shelf. Like, I understand it. You want to make it your own. But if you want to make it your own and have all those growing pains, like my favorite is when people go, built my own turbo kit, Alex, send me a tune. Here you go. Here's a tune. What's your spark plugs gapped at? 18,000. Great. What's pumps? 3 285s. Awesome. What manifold do you have? Stock. I'm like, oh, you're going to have valve flow. Oh, no, mate. I took care of that. Okay. Give me a watt pull from 3,000 to 6,000 RPMs. Alex, you got the rev limiter set too low. Actually, no. It's set at 9,000. That's a valve flow, bitch, y'all. Take care of that shit. Oh, mechanic. Exactly. That's NMRA for you, right? Here he is, guys. The man you've all been waiting for. Are you ready? And you're like, whoa, is there going to be a big, badass twin turbo RVW car? Oh, who's coming up? You hear it? Oh, well, it sounds like a blower car, so it must be something super badass. Here it is. And it's a fucking 7-liter Kenny Bell piece of junk Lightning with zoomies. And you go, I'm going to go get some chicken tenders. Fuck this. By the way, the show's ending, so let's do this. I have a overstock of these shirts that I'll be giving away. What I'll be doing with these shirts, these are cotton, so they're heavy. They're not the best, so I'm going to start the merch game pretty soon, but these are the leftover ones, the OG shirts. So probably starting on the Peasant Chat, I'll start giving them away, probably 2 every episode. I'm not going to ask for money. I'm just going to randomly pick people. Large and extra large, that's all I got. Large and extra large, that's all I got. And I'm not going to give anything away today because I'm just not ready. But large and extra large. So if you're not a large or an extra large, sorry, buddy, you're out. No 2XLs, no bed sheets for you guys. Lose some weight. So starting Sunday, tune in. I'm going to give 2 of these away. Depending on your size, you got to be a large or an extra large. And once it's all gone, I'm going to start ordering brand new merch. And I'll ask for your help to get me ideas, couch touching the wall, little sayings that are specific to the show that I think you guys would appreciate. I already sent out an email, try to get with an artist, and we're going to have to come up with a bunch of little sayings and things like that. But obviously the YDBT stuff, hats, shirts, and FBO shirts, and everything that I had Vinyl Freaks and Company do, because that's from my shit. That's from my show. And then we'll get your input on what else you'd like to see on shirts. There'll be better material like this, though, like the DNA High Performance shirts. These are very light, and I want to make sure these are the ones that get sent to you. These are very heavy, cotton, and I'll be giving these away starting Sunday. All right, guys, I'm going to get the hell out of here. I'm not giving them away until Sunday. So tune in on Sunday. I'll be giving away 2 shirts every time, maybe Tuesday too, until the stock is totally gone. And then I'll start getting your input on what kind of stuff you guys want to see on future merch, because it's lucrative. I think we can make some money and get you guys stuff that you want to wear, that you actually want to wear, like on events or sideshows while Pookie is out there running his Hellcat that is totally not stolen, while the goons got the guns out, and you can wear your FBO shirt while all that happens. All right, guys, I'm going to get out of here. I'll be on the dating channel in about 10 minutes. So if you're going to be on the dating channel, give me about 10 minutes. I'll do the changeover, and we'll talk some shit on that channel. If not, I'll see the rest of you Sunday, and we'll be giving away shirts on Peasant Chat Sunday. The OG. These are over 6 or 7 years old, so the first time you wash them, it might be missing letters, but it's free. And if you want to donate to the cause or become a member, that's the best way you can support the channel. Have a good one, guys. I'll see you on the other channel, or if not, on Sunday for the Peasant Chat. See you guys later, and have a great rest of your week and weekend. See you later, guys. Bye.